Hello and welcome to the Brasileirão Magazine of Round 2. Take a look at all the action today. New commanders, Jorge Sampaoli and Cuca lost on their 2023 Brasileirão debut, while Dorival Jr. started with the right foot ahead of the tricolor. Only two left. In the most disputed championship in the world, Fluminense and Botafogo are the only teams still 100% after two rounds played. The Battle of the Maracanã. In a 4-goal spectacle, Vasco went 2-0 in the lead over Palmeiras, but the current champions managed to take a point back from Rio. We had yet another round filled with gorgeous goals, unbelievable saves, and loads of exciting matches. You see it all right now in the Brasileirão Magazine show. Hello and welcome to the Brasileirão Magazine of Round 2. Take a look at all the action today. New commanders, Jorge Sampaoli and Cuca lost on their 2023 Brasileirão debut, while Dorival Jr. started with the right foot ahead of the tricolor. Only two left. In the most disputed championship in the world, Fluminense and Botafogo are the only teams still 100% after two rounds played. The Battle of the Maracanã. In a 4-goal spectacle, Vasco went 2-0 in the lead over Palmeiras, but the current champions managed to take a point back from Rio. We had yet another round filled with gorgeous goals, unbelievable saves, and loads of exciting matches. You see it all right now in the Brasileirão Magazine show. Leading the Brasileirão in great form, Fluminense opened the round hosting Atlético Paranaense at Maracanã. Both teams had scored wins on Matchweek 1. Fernando Diniz started his best team with powerful Ganso, Arias, and Cano trio. On the other side, Paulo Turra spared some of his main players, leaving Terans and Vitor Roque on the bench. Early on, Cano showed his business card. The scorer dropped the bomb inside the area and the ball exploded on the post. Fluminense's pressure paid off sooner than later. Lima got the rebound and risked it from outside the area. The ball deflected off Pedrinho and left no chances for goalkeeper Bento. 1-0 at Maracanã. With the ball recovered in the offensive half, the hosts nearly increased their advantage. Arias made a 1-2 with Cano and crossed it to the middle. However, the VAR disallowed the play as Cano was offside. Flu continued in great form in the second half. Alexander crossed from the left and Captain Nino headed right into Bento's top right corner. Amazing goal by the defender, who was already one of the best players of the match. 2-0. In Atlético's best scoring chance in the game, Madsen crossed to Vitor Roque, who would definitely have scored if it wasn't for Nino's accurate tackle. Cano had the last chance on a counterattack. Lele found a beautiful pass to the Argentine striker, but his first-time shot was poor as he sent the ball over the crossbar. Game over at the Maracanã, big win for Fluminense that remains at the top of the Brasileirão table with 2 wins in 2 matches, 5 goals scored and none conceded. In the next round, the Tricolor Carioca will visit Fortaleza, while the Hurricanes will face Atlético Mineiro away from home. Debuting their new manager Dorival Jr., São Paulo hosted América at the Morumbi Stadium. Both teams were looking for their first win in Brasileirão in the season. Dorival Jr. made some changes in São Paulo's lineup, starting Luan, Rai Ramos, Pablo Maia, and Patrick Lanza, while Wagner Mancini did the same with América Mineiro, starting Mateuzinho and Aloísio. Pressing in the offensive half, Luciano took advantage of América's defensive mistake and fired from outside the area. The ball took a deflection, Matheus Cavicchioli couldn't save it, and the ball went in, opening the score at the Morumbi.
It's a frangaço, I was saying, in Brazil. Huge blunder there by Cavicchioli.
The Rabbits went to the attack looking for the equalizer. Lucas Cal tried from range, and Rafael made a good save, his first in an outstanding performance that night. Soon after, Mateuzinho left Everaldo in great condition to score, but Rafael was there to deny him in a spectacular way. What a save! Then Juninho crossed and Mateuzinho tried a header, but guess what? Another great save from Rafael to keep São Paulo ahead. América wasn't pleased with the loss on the road and kept pressing. Aloísio won the contest with the defense and went one-on-one with Rafael, but the goalkeeper was able to save it once again. After avoiding the tie, the home side sealed the deal in a lethal cross. Alisson provided the assist and Caleri scored with his shoulder. No chances for Matheus Cavicchioli.
And he's deadly. Toca no Caleri. Que gol, Maurício Destri.
It was Caleri's second goal in the Brasileirão. Deep into stoppage time, São Paulo managed to score the third one. Ricardo Silva gave Marcos Paulo a tremendous gift inside the area, and the tricolor forward didn't waste it. Intense celebration to end an important 3-win at home.
That was a gift of Ricardo Silva, and Marcos Paulo scores.
Great debut by Dorival Jr. at Morumbi Stadium, scoring 3 points for São Paulo. The Rabbits, on the other hand, are last place with 2 3-0 defeats. The tricolor will visit Curitiba in the next round, while América Mineiro will face Santos. At Arena Pantanal, Cuiabá hosted Red Bull Bragantino on Saturday night. The Dourado had lost their first round match and needed an answer in front of their crowd. On the other side, Massa Bruta came from a 2-1 comeback win against Bahia at home and wanted to score their second straight win. Manager Ivo Vieira could not count on the suspended Felipe Augusto but had the returns of Wellington Silva and Yuri Castilho. Bragantino's coach Pedro Caixinha formed his offensive trio with Elinho, Mosqueira, and Eduardo Sacha. Playing at home, Cuiabá started off better. After Cepelini's header, the ball was left to Emerson Ramon, who took the shot but missed it. The visitors tried to respond with Aderlan, who received a good pass from Sacha on the right and crossed it to Elinho. Walter, however, was faster and made the save. Back from the lockers, Cuiabá came determined to draw first blood in the second half. Cepelini took a free kick into the area, Marlon was involved, and Mateuzinho headed home.
And we have a goal after all at the Arena Pantanal. Cuiabá, the home side, draw first blood, break the deadlock.
With close to non-scoring chances created and down on the scoreboard, Red Bull Bragantino had to launch themselves to the attack. Eduardo tried to pass through the middle, the ball was deflected and left clear for Thiago Borbas inside the area. The Uruguayan striker had no trouble beating Walter and sending the ball into the net.
An equalizer out of nothing. When you thought nothing was going to come from this through ball right here, Borbas made the run for it.
The equalizing goal was the gas that Bragantino needed in the match. Aderlan and Sacha combined to find Sorriso in great conditions, but Walter was there to deny what would have been the winning goal for the visitors. What a marvelous save from Cuiabá's goalkeeper. No time for anything else and 1-1 at Arena Pantanal. Cuiabá remains winless in the Brasileirão but will have another shot in front of their supporters in the next round against Grêmio. Red Bull Bragantino reached 4 points and will host Cruzeiro next week. The Independência Arena was the stage for the duel between Cruzeiro and Grêmio. The Minas Gerais side hadn't scored a win in the top flight since 2019. Portuguese manager Pepa started a well-balanced lineup, forming an attack trio with Nicão, Bruno Rodrigues and Gilberto. Grêmio's coach Renato Portaluppi led the visitors with a midfield formed by Bitelo, Lucas Silva and Cristaldo. Right from the start, the Gaúchos scared the home side. Uruguayan legend Luisito Soares was stopped by a good save from Rafael. The Foxes answered in this play by Willian, who beat Natan on the right wing and found Bruno Rodrigues on the edge of the box. Gabriel Grando made a good save to keep the 0-0. The second half began with Cruzeiro finding space in the attack. Gabriel Grando had to work once again to deny the shot from Richard. Matheus Vital got the rebound, but Grêmio's defense cleared it away. The decisive moment came on a corner taken by Machado. Bruno Rodrigues was wide open inside the area to complete the cross with a weird-looking volley. The ball bounced and went right into the top corner. No chances for Gabriel Grando. The number 9 celebrated as the fans went wild on the stands. Soares received from Cristaldo and shot it, demanding another great save from Rafael Cabral. On the rebound, Cristaldo still had the chance, but couldn't shoot properly. Total frustration from Cristaldo after wasting a good opportunity to equalize the match. Final whistle at Independência. Cruzeiro wins at home and club owner Ronaldo celebrates. Cruzeiro will face Red Bull Bragantino in the next round, while Grêmio will take on Cuiabá on the road. Internacional and Flamengo locked horns at the Beira-Rio. The duel marked the debut of manager Jorge Sampaoli with Flamengo in the Brasileirão. Mano Menezes made 2 changes from Inter's last round game. Kehler and Campagnaro instead of John and Baralhas. Sampaoli, on the other hand, started Flamengo with full strength and of course the attacking duo formed by Pedro and Gabi. In an even first half, the best moment was when Gabi scored, but Gerson found himself offside and the play was cancelled. Things were different in the second half. Gabi tried from the edge of the area and Gerson got the rebound before going past Kehler with great skills. The number 20 flicked it several times before putting Flamengo in the lead. What a classy goal.
I was about to say that Internacional are undefeated here at the Beira-Rio in the past 10 months, but after this goal, that just might change.
Down at home, Mano Menezes changed the game with a triple substitution right after the opening goal. Besides Luis Adriano and Carlos de Pena, Mauricio came in and became the key player in an epic comeback. With just 1 minute in, Mauricio received a through ball from Wanderson and hit a left-footed shot past Santos to tie the game.
Mauricio turns up in the right place at the right time.
Immediate effect at Beira-Rio. In the last play of the game, Mauricio took advantage in the area and lobbed Santos with a stunning finish. The ball went into the top corner and the Beira-Rio exploded in celebration.
The super sub to come off the bench and not only score the equalizer, but also to get the winner.
2 goals for Mauricio to complete Inter's comeback. Check out Mano Menezes' celebration and Sampaoli's disappointment at the moment of Inter's second goal. Great show. Colorado reached 4 points in the table while the Mengão remained with 3. In the next round, Internacional will host Goiás while Flamengo returns to Rio de Janeiro for the derby against Botafogo at the Maracanã.